The annual Radio Day this year on Saturday, November the 17th. Hotel Casa 400 in Amsterdam is the place to be, with a truckload of interesting surprises for people who are into radio. Sonja van Proestie talks about the legendary Rem Island. And it's all in Flemish. You'll hear the true story of Mi Amigo from Norbert Morris Boekenbroek and Danny Wolfstek.
Elke zondagmiddag van 5:30 tot 5.
Furthermore, the Association of Free Radio and Europe's Best Music, Caroline 558.
7:31 on Caroline 558.
Tineke receives the first copy of Boven Water Part 1, a book from Hans Knott about the early days of Radio Veronica. And we're going back to the 60s with Radio 270.
On Radio 270, the time is now 18 minutes after.
Ruud Hendricks and Felix Murders and a forum about Radio Caroline North will complete the Radio Day 2012. The Radio Day, Saturday, November the 17th, from 11 to 1800 hours, with Extra Gold broadcasting live. Admission €14, but for members of Freewave Media Magazine, the admission is only €8. That is if you order your ticket before October the 1st. More info, check www.radioday.nl.
So good morning to you all and welcome to this year's Radio Day. We are happy that you're here. This year's Radio Day is the 35th in a row since 1978. By the way, do you remember the theme tune? No one. Billy Butterfield, Dixie. We do hope that you are feeling fine here in Hotel Casa 400 and that you will enjoy this year's Radio Day.
Ja, welkom op deze Radio Day die voor de 35e jaar in successie sinds 1978 wordt gehouden. We hopen dat u zich op uw gemak voelt in Hotel Casa 400 en een prettige Radio Day zal beleven.
Once more we have compiled an interesting program. There will be entertaining individual interviews with Sonja van Proestie, welcome, and Felix Murders in the afternoon. And we have arranged interesting panels with discussions on Caroline 558 during the second part of the 1980s, on Radio 270 and on Radio Caroline North, both from the 1960s. And we have a new record this year, as for the first time we will have two singing DJs on stage here who are in keen competition to good old Graham.
We zijn er weer in geslaagd een interessant programma aan te bieden. Er zullen amuserende individuele interviews zijn met Sonja van Proestie en Felix Murders. En we hebben weer een aantal interessante panels samengesteld met onder meer discussies over Caroline 558 gedurende de tweede helft van de jaren 80. En verder hebben we panels over Radio 270 en Radio Caroline North, stations die beide actief waren in de 60 jaren. Verder kunnen we u iets unieks aanbieden, want we het zelf zien als een klein record. We hebben namelijk in de namiddag 2 zingende DJ's van Caroline en van Radio 270... die proberen de competitie aan te gaan met onze goede oude vriend Graham Gill.
During the last 12 months, we have again written countless emails to invite as many DJs and technicians as possible from the watery wireless years gone by. And it wasn't that easy this year, I can tell you. As a sort of tradition, we begin with those who missed the boat due to various reasons.
Gedurende de laatste 12 maanden hebben we weer talloze e-mails gestuurd naar vele DJ's en technici uit de rijke tijd van de zeezenders die over de hele wereld verspreid wonen. Als een soort van traditie beginnen we met degenen die dit jaar om verschillende redenen de boot hebben gemist.
Nick Bailey wrote, "Unfortunately, I'll be in Japan visiting my son at that time. However, I'll be with you in spirit and hope you will have a successful event."
And this one came from Bob Stewart. Firstly, thank you for your kind invitation. I'm sorry to say I will not be able to join you all. Health and finances. I'm sure you understand. I'm sure you have a fascinating get together and I wish I could be with you. However, I'll be there in spirit. My days on Caroline were just plain magical and I often revisit the cruise ship and fabulous music in my dreams. How wonderful it would be to turn back the hands of time and do it all over again. My old pal Don Allen had a country music show and he played an Eddie Arnold song, the title of which I can't remember, but some of the words are never far from my mind. It said, "Stop the world and back it up and let me off at yesterday. If only that was possible. If only. I'm sure you all agree with that. Have a wonderful day with our guests."
Martin Kane is next. In recent years, I have been suffering from an anxiety disorder, and I feel the journey plus the public appearance could be harmful to my well-being. So, unfortunately, I have to decline your kind invitation.
Then Dave Lee Travis. I'm sorry to say that due to commitments, I will not be able to be there. But I do hope you will pass on my very warmest regards to all the people who make it to what I'm sure will be a great day.
Don't know if we'd better left that out, but no. Sheridan Keith Street, writing from Thailand. Unfortunately, I shall be unable to attend, but our thoughts will be with you and look forward to the photographs of that event. Please pass along my apologies.
George Hare. Unfortunately, I do not travel abroad these days. Once again, thank you for your kind invitation. Wishing you every success for the Radio Day, which I'm sure to read about in his newsletter.
Guy Hamilton, aka Jerry Zeeler. I am sorry to have to let you down, but Roma and me won't be able to be there again this year.
Dan de Vlaamse zanger Paul Severs. Jammer genoeg kan ik er niet bij zijn, want die dag zit ik met 3 optredens. 1 in de namiddag en 2 's avonds. Mijn oprechte verontschuldigingen hiervoor.
Ben van Praag. Tegenwoordig ben ik helemaal niet meer bezig met radio. En hoewel ik nog steeds mooie herinneringen overhoud aan mijn piratentijd en ik me realiseer deel uit te maken van een select groepje mensen dat die pionierstijd actief heeft meegemaakt, wil ik het toch liever houden bij wat het in wezen is, een mooie herinnering. Toch bedankt voor de uitnodiging.
En Ton Schipper, ook voor mi amigo. Het is me een hele eer om gevraagd te worden op dit belangrijke zeezender-evenement van de Lage Landen. En ik zou er dan ook heel graag op ingaan. Maar helaas valt deze reunie pal in een bijzonder drukke periode voor Danspunt. Het Vlaamse steunpunt voor de amateurdans, waar ik directeur ben. Uitgerekend op zaterdag 17 november gaat Dance Kicks door in Brugge. Heel erg jammer, want het zou leuk geweest zijn om alle oude collega's ook nog eens terug te zien.
Nick Jackson, thank you so much for the invite. I have never managed to make it to Radio Day, but I have heard so much about it from others. And it is certainly on my to-do list at some point. Sadly, I have to say no to the Caroline 558 panel, but it was very kind of you to ask me, and I'm sure it will be very interesting indeed. There is a possibility I will make it to the Radio Day this year, but it would be at very short notice, so we'll wait and see.
Mike Coconut Kerslake. Unfortunately, I won't be able to accept your invitation to be part of the panel on the day for a load of very boring reasons. I am hoping to catch the Netherlands later this year, health permitting. And if I can arrange my trip to be at the same time as the Radio Day, then I may be attend. If so, then I will make myself known and say hello to you all. Hope you have all a great day. I'm sure it will be a very interesting one.
Then Chris Kennedy. My father has been very ill for a while now, and if both me and my brother, Steve Conway, are in Amsterdam together, this leaves our mother alone. It would be great to meet up with you and my offshore friends again. But I can assure you that Steve Conway will be here in the course of this morning.
Then we have Richard Jackson, who's living now in Thailand. I would really love to participate in November, but regrettably we now have family commitments, and frankly I would much prefer to come to Amsterdam. Anyway, a few thoughts. To be part of a Radio Caroline in 1986 and 1987 was a terrific opportunity and a great adventure. Just at that time the station was going through perhaps its final really successful period. The signal was excellent and the music was commercial hits, and perhaps for the first time in many years Radio Caroline was reaching a mass audience again. There are too many good memories to mention here, but I would like to say thanks to all the wonderful people that were part of this great adventure. Peter Phillips, Steve Conway, Kevin Turner, Caroline Martin, Johnny Lewis, John Dwyer, Dave James and all our former colleagues at Radio Monique. Oh, and of course Art Roberts for his continuous video coverage. In particular, I was always impressed at the total dedication of Peter Murtha Chicago. Without his decades of experience and total commitment, Radio Caroline would probably not have lasted so long. And Peter Chicago will be here today too.
Neil Gates. Unfortunately, I will be unable to join you at Radioday due to personal commitments. Thank you for your invitation.
And we have Dave Andrews. Thanks so much for the invite. I'd love to come, but unfortunately won't be able to make it. I'm sure I'd see some old pals like Lane and Mario. Hope you enjoy the day.
Elton Andrews. I would like to come over, however I cannot make that date. Many thanks for your kind invitation and to what I know will be a great event. I will keep in touch.
En dan Ruud Hendricks, ofwel Rob Hudson. Tot vorige week was bekend dat hij zou komen, maar hij schreef vorige week: tot mijn grote spijt kan ik toch niet aanwezig zijn op 17 november. Ik moet onverwachts zakelijk naar Bonaire, waar ik in persoon een aantal dingen moet regelen. Dat vind ik heel jammer, want ik had mij hier zeer op verheugd. Ik hoor graag wanneer de volgende gelegenheid zich voordoet en ben ik er alsnog graag in persoon bij.
Then last but not least, Keith Skews. I should like to take this opportunity of wishing you every success for Radio Day this coming Saturday. You have a strong lineup of guests and I'm certain that all who attend will have an enjoyable day. I have a meeting and dinner to attend in London, but I shall raise a glass to you all.
Ja, wij denken dat deze opsomming een aardige indruk geeft dat we kunnen overgaan tot het programma voor vandaag. Over een paar minuten gaan we terug in de tijd, naar 1964, toen Radio en TV Noordzee haar programma startte vanaf het Remmerland. Dus relax en geniet van de herinnering aan die tijd.
We think these words should be enough to begin with. In just a few minutes we will go back in time to 1964, when RTV Noordzee started from the Rem Island. So sit down, relax and enjoy the memories.
Er is nog een nagekomen bericht die we straks meenemen wanneer we het Mi Amigo panel hebben. Oké, veel plezier vandaag.